Right.
Hello, non-sports fans and some sports fans. This is John. That's Brett. And this is Sports Poser, getting you up to speed really quick like on what happens so you can enjoy those Monday morning, Tuesday morning, and in this case, Wednesday morning sports conversations at work to get you up to date so you look like you know what you're doing. That's what Poser does. All right, Brett, I'm just going to come right off the top with the Phil Mickelson gambling reveal. What's going
Yeah,
on?
I know, right? We mentioned that and it kind of blew your mind. I had you guess on how much he's gambled over the last 30 years. Phil Mickelson is a notorious gambler. It's kind of been funny for a long time, but apparently he's estimated that he's gambled in the last 30 years over $1 billion.
I said million. So I was off by what, 1,000%?
Times 1,000. Yeah, 1 million times 1,000. So he's been calling his friends, and that he realized a lot of them were enablers.
Oh yeah. You know, yeah. Well, you can't
I
blame
don't
the
have
victim.
I'm glad I don't have any enablers in my friendship group. I do a lot of that for them though.
I mean, we do, but we also have backbones, so it helps.
Yeah, blame your enablers. But yeah, that's messed up. So stay tuned on that one. He said he's not going to gamble for a year.
Hmm.
So a billion
So
divided by 1 yen,
by
that's
30.
yeah. I'd love to know though what would be
Yeah.
the most interesting, like to really know how much he won and how much he lost. Like, how
Yeah.
does that look over $1 billion? Did he break even and it doesn't matter, or is he just a shitty gambler and he lost, or like what's the deal?
So if he doesn't gamble for a year, that's like 30 some $1 million he's saving.
Right, exactly.
That's a great savings plan when you
So
think
yeah,
about
that
it.
is 30 mil a
I
year, but
just
not
won't
gambling.
throw it away.
That's the financial advice he
That's
gets.
my goal. Yeah. All right. Some people skip lattes once a week. Yeah. Okay.
Right, right.
All right. Let's jump into the NFL, my friend. So, first, I'm just I'm pumped for the Lions. I'm jumping ship. I'm all in on the Lions now.
Yeah,
Seven
how do
and
you not?
two.
Yeah, how do you not root for a team that's never been to the Super Bowl, that's been playing football since the 30s?
Yeah. And
So
their
yeah,
fans keep warm around burning barrels in the parking lot. And now look at this ascension. It's amazing.
yeah, it's nice. They're on the top of the NFC. As we know, there's an AFC and NFC. The NFC looks strong. They've got four really good teams. You got Philadelphia, the defending NFC champion. Dallas all of a sudden looks really good. Dak Prescott's playing really good. San Francisco had lost three in a row. Purdy, Mount,
Snap
uh,
the streak.
snapped the streak, and they killed the first place Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that was kind of big. They got back on track. And then, of course, you got your Lions. And then in the AFC, the two of the best teams were off, Miami and Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And the Buffalo Bills and the Ravens and the Bengals were probably the three top teams in the AFC, and they all lost this week. So that playoff rush is going to be really tight. There's a lot of teams going for it. So from now until New Year's, it's going to be every game is going to be very critical, which is what makes the NFL so great, right?
Did you know what I learned this week? That you can win at fantasy football even when your quarterback is on a bye week and you didn't realize that. I found that
Yeah.
out this week.
Who'd you play?
I played you.
I looked at your team and it's like a trash heap of garbage, and it somehow
Yeah.
beat my team. But hey, that's the beauty of fantasy football. I tell everybody, just get in it and you can win it, because a lot of it's luck. Because I mean, I am so much better than you at this. It's not even funny, and
Infinitely.
you're beating me. So
That is the dart monkey strategy in a nutshell.
dart monkey, yeah, that is.
Fantastic. All right. You mentioned someone in the NBA named Victor who is 7'5" and 200 pounds. So
Yeah.
I looked up a picture of this guy, and
Mhm.
it looked like someone had stretched the picture vertically, but
Yeah.
no. And he's a kid. What's the story?
I know. If you haven't heard of this guy yet, you need to. That's why I wanted to talk about him. He's 7'5", 209 pounds. He looks like Stretch Armstrong, right?
Right.
And his size shoe is 20 and a half. He has an 8 foot wingspan, which means I looked up the Condor has the greatest wingspan of 9 feet. The next nearest bird is the golden eagle, which has 7.5 feet. So if Victor Wembanyama was a bird, he'd have the second biggest wingspan of any bird on the planet. So
Can we start the name Condor right now?
yeah, I'm sure somebody's called him that. But also the other thing is he can touch the rim on his tiptoes. Like kids all across the world try to just touch the net, like jumping. I get the net. They can't even
Right.
touch. This man can almost dunk standing on his tiptoes. So
Mhm.
he's 19 years old. He weighs 209 pounds. He's going to put on weight. Once he's a man, he's not 19. I mean, 19 is a boy, for God's sake. He might still be
Yeah.
growing.
Right.
He's going to dominate the NBA. You'll see so much of him. And I watch him move. He doesn't look 7'5". He runs like he's 6'5". It's
So he
insane.
doesn't look like a baby deer trying to stand or anything like that.
Sometimes he does, but
Okay.
most of the time, no. Like there's Google footage of this man playing, and it's gonna blow your mind. And he's
Yeah.
19 and he's 7'5". But anyway, more to come from him. We'll keep track of that of Stretch
Impressive.
Armstrong, Condor.
I'm going to put up a picture of him next to LeBron just to get a sense of what that looks like.
Yeah, it'll blow your mind.
Excellent. All right. Anything else from the world of sports? I guess we're getting
Yeah,
closer on the NFL to playoffs, right? I guess.
yeah, yeah. The only thing I thought was interesting is and I saw a stat. Belichick's having a rough season. I mean, his team is
I mean, it
one
looked
of
like
the
he had a
worst.
good morning the other day, but
Yeah, that didn't help things, right? But
victory lap.
how about this stat? The Patriots, since Brady left, and he left 2.5 years ago, since he left, the Patriots have lost half the amount of games that Brady lost in 20 years.
It's amazing.
So
Half
The New
in
England
2.5
faithful,
years.
it to basically have 10 years of losing. So they're losing 4 times more than they did when Brady was there. So the New England Patriot fans that I know are realize that the reign is over and they will be mired in mediocrity for a long time.
Yeah. I know that makes you feel really good. Very good. Excellent. And no Chiefs this week. They were off clearly. As
Right.
My quarterback was benched.
Big game Monday, which we'll see the Chiefs playing against the Eagles, which was the Super Bowl last year. So
Yeah,
if you're going
that's
to
a
watch
big
a
game.
game this week, it's definitely Monday night. Defending champions of the AFC, NFC going at it. Both are in the first place in their divisions.
Wow.
Going to be a good week.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Thank you for the update. We'll let all these posers get back to work and see how things go today.
Yeah, posers, get on it.
Yep. I'll be there.
Dorks.
I'm showing up. It's all good.
That's half part of success is just showing up.
Yeah. It's 50%, right?
Who said that? No, I think it's 80.
Hmm.
Show up on time, wear a nice suit, look a man in the eye, and give him a good firm handshake. You get any job you want.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably some jobs that matter more, like air traffic control and stuff like that, where you probably should be present, not just
Oh, right.
physically.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe have to have knowledge of what you're doing might help too.
Yeah. All
Common
good.
sense. Throw in some common sense.
Now you're at like 92%.
Right. Exactly. And then you compare yourself to all the other idiots out there, you rise above that too. So it's really easy to succeed in this world, I feel like.
It clearly is. And we're living proof, which is awesome.
Absolutely. Later.
That's my fade out. Hi, Brett.